Hi, y'all. Well, I am so close to completion. What you see in the cabinet right there, including house paints, is most of my paints. They're all several year old, a couple, three, well, about 3 years old for the most part. The one down below is my house paints. And so let's close that up. Then we have canvases. Of course, there's one up there on the window. And before I trip over this, I'm going to have to close it. Okay. These here are some items I need to get dealt with and put away. That cabinet down there is just for storing things I need to get to, but not too quickly. Then, this is where we keep most of the cat foods at. Cat litter, blah, blah. But also in here, I got more paint. Yeah, not fun. Then up there, that tub you see is for doing painting in so that it contains the messes. Then I have some vinyls and stuff. And yes, they're well above my reach, so anytime I have to access them, I have to have him come help. There's my flowers from when I had them on the trellis. And then that clear tote that's got my jewelry stuff in it. I'm not sure what's in that other box right now, but that one there's got my unsigned paintings. I'm probably going to paint over them. And then, as we turn around here, okay, there's my little setup. There's a few things that need to be put away still there. That box and the box underneath it, those are mugs and glass tumblers that are going to be getting their stickers put onto them. That box has got a little bit of everything in it. And then over here, I got to disturb a cat. Oops, and there he goes running. Got some empty boxes I have to get rid of. Okay, we'll start the beginning up here. Molds and things like that I need to get close, have close by for just in cases. And then, of course, my cup storage. Wow, that's a lot of shine on that glass, isn't it? My cups. And then below, on the left there are my inks. And on the right are my glitters. This still has to be dealt with. I found this lamp in a yard sale. And it does work. But it's old, and I really would feel safer replacing all of the wiring and the sockets. And yes, over there right now is my silicone. I lost a lot of that bee sitting there. When we were moving things, the bee fell off, and yeah, it spewed it all over the place, and because the cat popped off. And then these two boxes here, as you can see, are in great need of being emptied and put somewhere. I'm trying. But this is what I was saying about playing Tetris with my furniture, trying to make it fit. And that's got a few things. in there for supplies. This is a project, and this is a project I did a year and a half ago or so. And, well, one was being given to Ghosty, but I haven't seen Ghosty in a long, long time. And she never did answer me about where to ship it to and everything, but I don't know. And down here, more storage stuff. That box you see there with the gloves in it, that's my UV stuff. Only part of it, but most of it. And that roll down there you see is clear bags. That's for in case somebody buys something, because I want to set up for this summer outside to sell what I can. And then more cups, and of course baby wipes. And then we have the plastic bottles that I use. I do love this hutch. I found it. It was 75 bucks and I had to have it. So let's move this out of the way. This, by the way, is what my cats do to boxes. They eat them. Boy, I've got a lot of stuff to put away still. There's more resin things and paint stuff in here. And they've been in there since 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago Halloween. And then, of course, I've got my little go-to table. And in here is where I keep miscellaneous stuff that, you know, well, I don't know where to put it, so it goes there. But also my heat mats in there. Then in the drawers, a bunch of things that still need to be dealt with. My parchment paper. And then down below into here, well, that's a Halloween mold that I bought that didn't go too well because it didn't work so great. Oh, look. There's my other tape measure. Now, I do prefer everything out in sight so that I know what I have. Those are some tiles I painted 3 years ago. And more molds and some felt, things like that. And this stand here, this cabinet, that's going to turn into my candle wax melting area for making my candles. Got some candle tins up here. Sorry, I had to go quiet because I went blank for a second here. Anyway, other things that need to be dealt with still. And then, oh my goodness, sorry. My back's a little shaky, so I'm sitting down. And in there, I have like my drawing tablet, and then wood crafting, diamond painting stuff, and in these drawers, a lot of miscellaneous useful things. I need to get some new knobs. More jewelry making things. And as a couple ink pads and things. Just, I had to throw some stuff in here to get it moved into here. But there's that. Then down here, oops, I got that too full on that side, huh? Another batch of miscellaneous things. But mostly that's crafting for paper, like stuff like this for making cards. I got my molds in there, or not my molds, but my, jeez, words. Clay cutters in there. And then let me move this box. It's part of a Temu haul that needs to be done. Up here, this is some of my mica powders. And then we have down this middle chute here, that is, oh my gosh. The front two jars is pigment paste. And then that stuff behind there is, oh my gosh, iron oxides. And then more pigment paste. Lots and lots of that. Those are some paint skins I have left over from 2.5 years ago. And then die cuttings, stuff, stamps. And, gee, I don't know, silicone cup, fish bowls. That box has got, as you can see, some pipettes in it. Whoops. That was probably pretty loud on you guys. Oh my gosh. Let's just hang it right there. Okay. And so, down in here, this is my candle stuff, supplies. I am missing a huge container full of candle wax. But those are my dyes, my fragrances, some tins, melting pots, wicks and stuff. And those are more tins down here. And then we have some waxes on this side, including the jelly wax. Oops, sorry. There we go. And got more gel wax down there. There's a box there, and it's got tiles, ceramic tiles. Then we got to this point. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Lungs. Okay. Okay. This little cart holds a lot of paint stuff and miscellaneous doodads. And down in this box and tote, or the two totes, are my UBDTF stickers. And then we have up here, I've got, let's see, that's my glass pumpkin jar. I love that thing. I forgot what's in this box. Let's see if I can aim this down in there. Oh yes. Straws and more molds and stuff. Okay. There's a latch hook kit I'm going to be doing here very shortly. But as you can see, a lot of miscellaneous stuffings. These are more molds. And remember, folks, this isn't even a small portion of the molds I have. I've got boxes full. I've got totes full. I've got, oh my gosh. And I'm going to be going through them. But these are my utensils to use. There's my Tea Expert. There's some of my UV resin. Lots of molds. Lots, lots, lots. And get these moved out of the way for now. Then we have in here this, yeah, that's starting to collapse down, so this little shelving is collapsing down to where it's making the door hard to open. We have more molds. Lots and lots of molds. Yep. Oh, and I also have my kit for my silicone mold making, the framework. There are some lights in here. There we go. Got that closed back up. And then these two drawer carts are full of, you know, pens and all that kinds of stuff. And at-hand utensils. And then we have up here, we have all of this stuff. My brother Scan and Cut. I love that thing. I just don't use it enough. And then a bunch of other stuff that needs to be dealt with here. I love this caddy. I need to find my other two caddies I have. Of course, I have to level this table. And then, yeah, things I have to put away still. And then down here is some more of my, oh my gosh, Resincrete. I use between Resincrete and that stuff I get on Temu, the Yob Top stuff. And then I've got a couple of more Temu package things there. But that's it. I've got so little bit left to do, but boy, I have been running out of steam, believe me. And I'm going to have to probably take 3 or 4 days off once this is completed and do absolutely nothing so that my bones get put back in place and my muscles stop aching. But that's it, folks. I'm almost done. In my bedroom, it's an absolute madhouse mess in there. And I have to deal with that as well in order to actually use the bedroom again. But that's where most of my mold storage is. And wow. I bought way too many molds, everybody. I went into a mold craze, and that was that for me. Plus, I now make my own molds as well. So, hey, I need a warehouse for molds alone. Anyway, that's it for now. I am working on that Temu edit because, oh my gosh, I just transferred 30 gig worth of files over to my tablet to be able to work on something a little bit larger to see. So I know it's like about a 2 or 3 hour video coming up, and I don't want that, so I will be breaking it up. And I will try categorizing breaking up of it so that, you know, people can watch what they want to watch and then skip whatever they don't want to watch. But that's that camera that I bought, and I'm not sure how good it does, because when I was using it, I stopped using it when Salem died, and so there's some footage on there I haven't put out, and one day I'll get to it, but not yet. Okay, I guess that's it. All right. You know what to do, everybody, and love you all. Peace out.